hello gorgeous, and welcome to Watercooler Convo Makeup, where I talk about the things that you want me to talk about, where I talk about the things that I want me to talk about, and sometimes we meet in the middle and I talk about the things that we want me to talk about. And today I want to talk about how TikTok is dying. Well, not really, but kind of. Because recently Hank Green posted the video Why TikTok Sucks, where he laid out where all of the problem areas are, and he is being praised by quite a lot of creators for speaking up against TikTok and saying all of the things that they wish they could say but feel as though they can't. I am pretty biased here because I think that Hank Green as a person is a fabulous egg, but I think he also has quite an invaluable perspective when it comes to social media. For those who don't know Hank, how? Just straight up how? But I say invaluable perspective because Hank has been in the social media game since the OG days of YouTube, but also he has played a crucial part in the business side of YouTube and therefore social media. And you can thank our fabulous egg Hank Green for VidCon and Project for Awesome, two huge events that have continued to grow since their debut, but also have developed a keen sense of community within the creators on YouTube and social media as a whole. But by helping the creators, you also help the platform by showing that there is more value in the creators than what the media gives them credit for. You show that there is more value in the platform itself, and with YouTube being such an OG platform and a crucial platform to help develop all of these other platforms, help the creators, help YouTube, you help social media in general. And the reason I wanted to outline this is so that everyone is aware that we have the creator perspective, someone who has created for a long time, seen social media platforms come and go, seeing creators come and go as well, but we also have the business perspective, someone who has played a crucial part in some very key business adventures. So we have two very keen understandings, but two invaluable perspectives in one person, our fabulous egg, Hank Green. So when Hank, the best of both worlds Green, highlights that there is some flaws in a social media platform, he knows what he's talking about. And in this video, he highlights that there are some huge discrepancies when it comes to how much TikTok is profiting versus how much their creators are profiting. TikTok has been around forever at this point, because can you really remember an internet without TikTok? So it is still a growing business and it is profiting in more ways than financial, but its creators aren't in comparison. There's of course a give and take system when it comes to TikTok and its creators, but unfortunately there is a huge imbalance in it, and I would highly suggest watching Hank's videos on this subject matter first before watching this one, because he's been praised by a lot of creators for saying the things that they fear to say, because if they speak up there is the possibility in losing their platform and losing everything they have worked towards. But just in case you don't, let me lay out the main issue. Money. YouTube has this fabulous thing called the partnership program, which is also known as AdSense, which is our monetization, meaning that for every ad that plays on our videos, we get a percentage of the profit of those ads, as long as you fit within community guidelines and you have accumulated more than 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours. From the ads that play on a creator's video, you can expect to take either a 50% cut or a 68% cut. It really depends on what source you go with, but it just means that as YouTube grows and profits, creators grow and profit. Some people's videos will generate more income depending on so many different reasons, but for the most part you can rely on a 50-50 split, which seems more than fair. I benefit as much as YouTube does. I get to create while they host. I personally see the other percentage of the money that I don't see from AdSense as rent. But for TikTok, this just isn't the case. Anyone who has ventured into the beautiful world has TikTok, I would say, has heard of the Creator Fund. Even people that haven't ventured into the world of TikTok have probably heard of the Creator Fund, where TikTok every year puts aside a huge sum of money to split amongst their creators throughout the year. When the Creator Fund was started in 2020, a pool of $200 million was put aside to pay creators, and hot diggity damn, that is a buttload of money, and I am not denying this. But even though there is this monstrous pool of money, there is still quite a lot of issues with the system that has a lot of creators incredibly frustrated with the platform, to be putting it very kindly. This figure, this pool, this $200 million doesn't change, no matter how much TikTok profits. And TikTok profited $1.9 billion in 2020. So a whopping 10.5-ish% of TikTok's overall profits was given to a pool of creators. Objectively, what gives TikTok the platform value is its creators, is the entertainment that its creators are producing for the platform. That's just how social media works. YouTube works because people are posting videos. Instagram works because people are posting photos and videos. TikTok works because people are posting videos. Social media only exists because people are willing to create. Companies won't want to advertise on TikTok the way that they do and partner with TikTok the way that they do to advertise if their goods and services don't reach people. And the reason that they reach people is the videos. So this percentage of 10.5%-ish, if my math is correct, in 2020 is incredibly outweighed considering how much value TikTok creators actually bring to the platform. With YouTube, you can expect at least a 50% cut when it comes to every ad that plays on your videos, but with TikTok, you can expect a pool of money that is diluting every day. That being another huge issue, the forever diluting pool. Once again, please go check out Hank's videos before you check out this one because he goes through all of the math. The videos are linked in the description of this video, but for all of those that don't. To be put simply, that $200 million is divided into a budget per day, and then it is divided once again amongst all of the creators in a more views, more money kind of system. But more and more creators are getting added to the creator fund every day, which dope, love that for them, but no additional money is getting added to the pool. So the pool is diluting with every single new creator being introduced. It's like getting a cup of coffee every day, but every day more milk gets added till the point where you just have a glass of milk. So more content is being made, which dope, love that for us. More creators are being discovered, dope, love that for us. TikTok is profiting and thriving, dope, love that for us. But creators are making less, which doesn't exactly seem fair. Whereas with YouTube, you can still rely on the fact that there will be a minimum 50-50 split for every single ad that appears in your videos. And it's now unfortunately starting to create this really odd vibe because people want to make this a living. They want to make creating on social media a living, entertaining their audience, entertaining their community, make their content and dedicate their sole focus to it as to not disappoint their audience and disappoint their community and just live a life where their job is their passion. But with this creator fund pool drying up so rapidly, this just isn't financially viable because living costs. So we have a profiting TikTok, frustrated creators, and disappointed audiences and communities, which that's not the TikTok everyone knows and loves. And to add even more fuel to this already raging fire, the creator fund is only for US creators. As an Australian creator with 2.4 million on TikTok at this point, I'm pretty sure, I get nothing from the creator fund. Financially, I make zip from TikTok unless I work with them on outside projects, which I've done in the past, and I would do it again without hesitation, 100%. They've been some of my favorite experiences. I got to be on a red carpet, I got to be on full-on production sets more than once. It's always been a fabulous time, and I hold absolutely nothing but positivity for every single one of those experiences. So with a lot of what I have to say in this video, I will be fully transparent. I have a lot of privilege in my platform, in my page, and my position when it comes to TikTok, specifically TikTok Australia. I, like everyone else, can of course make money off of live streams, but that one feels a little bit weird to me, and financially relying off of tips is not the best financial plan. And then of course, like all other creators, I could take on sponsorships, but I, like so many people, are pretty selective when it comes to sponsorships because you don't want to be promoting something to your audience unless it's good shit. So creators outside of the USA make absolute zip from TikTok directly while TikTok thrives. This isn't to say that creators have it disgustingly bad, because a lot of us enjoy posting, a lot of us enjoy making our content, and we enjoy our experiences on the platform. But it is really hard at times to watch a platform that you give value to profit so incredibly while you see nothing. You as a creator put all of your blood, sweat, and tears into your content, and the platform profits while you don't. You see more profit outside of the USA as a creator. You see more profit from your fans in live streams. You see more dollars from them than you do from the platform that profits off of you, right? It just, is that not a weird dynamic? Like, TikTok makes money off of you, you see none of that, but people who make absolutely no money off of you give you tips for all of your hard work in live streams. So with all of this said, why doesn't TikTok just make a similar monetization percentage system like YouTube does? And the issue is that YouTube is able to do this through AdSense, through the partnership program. And in my personal opinion, this is a surefire way to tank TikTok. With YouTube, on average, you'll have a 30-second ad, a lot of the time skippable, every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the creator and their mid-roll capabilities, which still makes the ads incredibly digestible and still typically makes the video worthwhile watching. With TikTok, if you were to mindlessly scroll through 50 30-second videos and on every single 30-second video you had a 10-second ad, it would become increasingly painful to keep scrolling and using the app. So unfortunately, this AdSense percentage system, which is absolutely beautiful, just isn't feasible on TikTok. And that's okay, because we like the app. We want it to thrive. We don't want to be tanking it. So what is the solution? And my honest answer is, I don't know. I wish that I could sit here and give you this beautiful answer which makes TikTok thrive and the creators thrive along with it, but I just can't, because I don't know enough about the business side of TikTok to make an educated decision or an educated guess even, and even then it's completely country selective. But for creators to be paid, as I've highlighted throughout the video, there would need to be quite a few things. There would need to be a constant source of money that is increasingly growing, so that the more creators that are added into the monetization system don't dilute the pool. But TikTok just isn't a charity, so there would need to be some sort of incentive, some sort of reward to this financial source, because that's just how it works. But they would also need a system that is worthwhile for creators, and a system that is going to keep creators happy within reason. Because if Australia TikTok was to introduce a monetization system tomorrow, but it was for every 1 million views you get $1, that's a huge slap in the face, and there would be an absolute uproar. I'm positive that there is a better system adapted for TikTok than the systems that already exist and are implemented today, but what that better system is, I have absolutely no way of knowing. But hey, if anyone from the business side of TikTok is somehow watching this video and you need someone to bounce ideas off and brainstorm with, I'm happy to lend my big ass brain. This is definitely where the conversation of, is TikTok dying? Is this the downfall of TikTok? Is TikTok gonna meet the same fate as Vine? Starts. In my personal opinion, it's possible, because the conversation wouldn't be happening if it wasn't possible, but at the same time, I don't think so. TikTok is definitely coming to the point where decisions just have to be made, and depending on what decisions are or aren't made means that it could just become a less enjoyable platform for audiences and creators, or it could just completely piss off crucial creators that consistently bring more people to the platform. It wouldn't be a hasty decline where suddenly TikTok's just gone, gone, but I think it would be a slow decline and a slow, inevitable farewell. But here is where I don't think that TikTok is going to be meeting the same fate as Vine, because as Hank explains in his second video, Vine was an impossible platform to monetize for creators. Monetizing 6 seconds is just an absolute uphill battle, and for the time where short form content social media platforms were still in its infant stages, Vine was learning on the spot how to adapt, because really, what other social media platform came before Vine for it to make the mistakes for Vine to learn from? Instagram wasn't monetized, Snapchat wasn't monetized, Facebook was either not monetized or close to it, so at the time, monetization for a platform wasn't an incredible necessity for that specific platform to thrive. Personally, I think what could have aided Vine in this situation was to move outside of their little box. Vine was only ever 6-7 second videos, whereas TikTok was originally Musical.ly, so the only videos you could make on it was using other people's official sounds. Then all of a sudden it becomes TikTok, and you can make your own original sounds, and people can use those original sounds to make their own content. You went from 15 seconds to a minute to 3 minutes, and you have new filters coming and going every day. TikTok as a platform has constantly shown an ability to adapt, but not just adapt, but also utilize the trends that its creators make popular. Where was that for Vine? But also, according to a lot of Viners and Hank's second video on this subject matter, the Vine algorithm was next to nothing. So once all of the top creators were established, their presence in their videos would smother out the pool, would smother out any possibility for new videos and new faces. Whereas for TikTok, the algorithm is also consistently adapting, so new trends are just popping up out of nowhere. New creators, new faces are constantly popping up out of nowhere. Anyone can still be someone on TikTok all of these years later. It is of course still a lot more difficult than back in 2019, but it's still possible. So I don't think that TikTok is going to be meeting the same fate as Vine just yet, or ever really, because they've shown a keen understanding and a keen ability to adapt, which is crucial for social media. With TikTok, there is the ability to have new creators, new faces, new trends, new forms of entertainment every single day. What TikTok looked like in December of 2021 is incredibly different to right now. Back then, Bing Bong was one of the biggest sounds. Right now it's Elmo. Or that Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Like, Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. Vanessa, I am a material girl. Like, that was nowhere back in December of 2021. Less than a month ago, TikTok was an incredibly different place, entertainment-wise, trend-wise. And that is one of the big reasons why TikTok continues to thrive and will continue to thrive. But here's where a lot of issues for creators starts to come in. My biggest issue right now is where have I put my cut crease brush? When Vine died or was dying, a lot of previous Viners specified that they were given a heads up as to this downfall. So a lot of them started to jump ship to other platforms, specifically monetized ones. Mainly YouTube from my understanding, but also Twitch was a popular one as well. Which, fair enough, no one wants to see their hopes, their dreams, all of their hard work slip through their fingers. So what about TikTok creators? Why don't they just jump ship? Why don't they just jump ship to YouTube or a platform like YouTube? And the issue is, to be put painfully simply, YouTube is an incredibly different platform. There's a different algorithm, and because of that, different things will make a video more watchable than another, and people will discover you for different reasons as well. And there isn't the benefit of a For You page. With TikTok, you can pop up on absolutely anyone's For You page. You can pop up on absolutely anyone's feed as they are mindlessly scrolling, and you have about 5 seconds to grab their interest enough so that they, 1, watch the whole video, 2, possibly like, comment, share, but 3, possibly gain a new subscriber, new follower. The more engagement you have, of course, with followers, but specifically the For You page, means that the video will get pushed further to more people until the traction of the video inevitably dies out. With YouTube, we have the recommendeds. You have the recommended homepage, or you have the videos that are recommended on the side of videos that you are already watching, and people decide whether to watch those videos from the title and thumbnail, which, weirdly, can be a lot more difficult than it sounds. It isn't as simple as just being, here's an eye-catching thumbnail and title, because what piques one person's interest is going to be completely different from another person's interest, which means that before you've even been given 5 seconds to gain someone's attention, gain someone's engagement, they've already decided not to watch the video. And there lies our first issue. TikTokers start jumping ship to YouTube. They start making content and they have just a title and thumbnail to pique someone's interest, pique someone's engagement, in the hopes that they click on the video and don't click off in 30 seconds. These TikTokers are given only a title and thumbnail introduction to people who have possibly never seen them before, or have even heard of them before the video even plays. So let me ask you this question. How many new YouTubers do you watch on a daily basis? Completely new, people that you have never seen or heard of before. How many of those creators on YouTube do you watch on a daily basis? Now think about how many possible TikTok creators are looking to jump ship to YouTube. Unfortunately, the likelihood of developing a new audience on a new platform is extremely low from the get-go. You need to invest a lot of time and effort into growing an audience. So just cross over your existing audience. Also, not as easy as it sounds. I had a solid 1.2 million followers on TikTok when I was posting there consistently. She had a break. When I was posting there consistently and posting to YouTube consistently at the same time with similar content. Now look at my subscriber count. Right? Even then, I was sitting at 124,000 followers for ages, which, don't get me wrong, I was incredibly happy with that, but there's a huge difference. Crossing over your TikTok audience to your YouTube channel just isn't as simple as clicking your fingers, because people are going to have to want to watch your longer format content, but also begging for followers on TikTok to your YouTube channel feels really weird. As a creator, you want more subscribers, you want more followers, because so many good things comes with having more subscribers and more followers, but you can't execute it in a way where you make legitimate people feel like a number, where you make them feel like a $sign. So how do you find that balance when it comes to transferring your TikTok audience over to your YouTube channel in a way that feels organic, but also doesn't feel like you are taking advantage of the audience that you already have to TikTok when trying to jump over to YouTube? That was a lot of word salad, my apologies. Just how do you transfer in an organic way where you aren't taking advantage and you are still treating people as what they are? People. Personally, the system that I went for was the full tutorial is on my YouTube channel in the comment section. So I would film a YouTube video and then I would film the 1-minute TikTok to go with it, and then I would edit both. I would post the YouTube video and then I would post the TikTok video, and then in the comments I would write Full tutorial is on my YouTube channel for anyone that's interested, and then probably some sort of cute emoji because I'm a sucker for emojis. It worked really well for me for quite some time until your girl had a cheeky identity crisis for all of the reasons I list in this video here. But even then, I posted 3 beanie sandphobes. I'm a fan of Hank Green, what do you want from me? I posted 3 beanie sandphobes TikToks that did really well. Like, there's some good stuff there. I posted 3 of those. They did really, really well on TikTok. This is the YouTube video. There is an incredible difference between the views on my TikToks rather than the views on the YouTube video. This, of course, won't be everyone's experience. This is just my personal experience, but if it can happen to me, that means that there is the possibility for it to happen to more creators. But at the same time, I never really minded because it's in all honesty just what I expected. Because from my understanding, and I say this both as an audience member but as a creator, it takes a lot less commitment when it comes to following someone on TikTok in comparison to someone on YouTube. With how long my YouTube content is these days, you could watch a minimum of 60 TikToks for one of my YouTube videos. Back when I was posting 20-ish minute makeup tutorials on YouTube, you could watch a minimum of 20 TikToks for every single YouTube video that I posted. It's just simply more bang for your buck when you follow me on TikTok in comparison to YouTube. And in all honesty, who in the universe really needs to know how to do a beanie sandphobes makeup look? No one needs to know how to do it. Also, the way that I did it was so messy and just not... You can't wear that out to Halloween the way that I did that look. I was renting at the time of that video and there was orange stains on that carpet for weeks. Thank God for cleaning TikTok because I was able to just blend it in, so we still got our bond back for that one, which is nice. It was a close call though. So we already have quite a few issues for any TikTok creator who's looking to jump ship to a monetized platform, specifically YouTube, being discovery, title, thumbnail, and trying to carry over already existing audiences. Then we get to the most crucial issue for any TikTok creator looking to jump ship to YouTube. What content do they make? The content that I make on YouTube is incredibly different to what I make on TikTok, and in all honesty, I kind of like it that way because TikTok for me is where I go to just have a brain vacation. I spend so much time thinking, researching, filming, editing all of my stuff for YouTube, which I love, but it's nice to have a different platform where I can go and just do what I want and not have to think. My brain can just shut off and I can put pretty colors on my face. One of the things that I see that a lot of TikTokers do when they try and make the jump to YouTube, and yes, I am 100% guilty of this one because of everything that I've said in previous videos, they try and make TikTok content but longer. That's just not going to work for so many different reasons, or it may work for a small amount of time until the traction eventually dies out, because 1, that's just not how YouTube works, but 2, people have already seen this TikTok content. Why would they want to see it again just longer? Of course, there could be something extra in the YouTube videos that aren't included in the TikTok videos, but you would still have to sift through a lot of secondhand content to get to the additional information, to get to the additional entertainment. But also, so much of TikTok is lip syncing. Like, don't get me wrong, absolute fantastic amounts of hours having good giggles at some great lip syncs. But how do you put that on YouTube? You can't just be taking someone's full audio from their YouTube channel, lip syncing the whole thing, and then just posting it as your own video. This is going to force a lot of creators to create outside of their safety blanket, a safety blanket of constant inspiration and constant trends, and some will, of course, thrive, but some just unfortunately won't. To be successful online, you have to be able to adapt. You have to be willing to adapt and adapt before you've hit a point of no return. This isn't to say that people can't and that people won't, but this is to say that people may be too afraid to adapt in fear of losing it all. Because what happens if you adapt and you evolve and people no longer want to engage with your content because they don't like this adaptation, they don't like this evolution? That's always a risk that you have to be willing to take, but so many people aren't willing to take it, so they inevitably just become irrelevant. The biggest fear for any content creator is the curse of irrelevancy, because that curse doesn't discriminate. So what do these TikTok creators create when they are trying to 1, carry over their TikTok audience to YouTube, but 2, help grow a completely new audience on YouTube, but 3, grab the attention of this new audience with just a title and thumbnail in people's recommendeds when they are starting from 0 again? Your biggest TikTok creators on YouTube, I would dare say, got in when TikTok was just popping off, and they were just popping off on TikTok and utilized that to their advantage. hello. Or they've worked their absolute tush off trying to simultaneously balance 2 different platforms, 2 different algorithms. Or they were here before TikTok. They had a presence online before TikTok. People like Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio are complete and absolute outliers in this situation, because even if they manage to cross over 0.5% of their audience on TikTok, that is still a huge starting point for a YouTube channel. So with social media being pretty saturated with creators at this point in time, but specifically YouTube, how do these TikTok creators that are potentially looking to jump to a platform like YouTube supposed to stand out from the crowd and establish themselves on a completely new platform? Especially when every single YouTube masterclass is exactly the same. Post regularly. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for this nugget of wisdom. I never would have known to post regularly if it wasn't for this YouTube masterclass. Know your audience and know what they want. Like, no shit. Post regular kinds of content, which is different to the first dot point, because you need your hero, you need your hub, and you need your hygiene content. Like, yeah, I'm not going to build a whole entire channel on how to build PCs and then randomly be like, but here's how to sew a onesie. Have eye-catching, attention-grabbing titles and thumbnails. Like, yeah. I'm not going to have a thumbnail just be stark white and then my title be a full stop, because that's no one's going to click on it. And my absolute favorite, make content that's engaging. Thank you. So I never would have known unless I watched this YouTube masterclass. I was legitimately, before watching this video, gonna sit in front of a camera and just stare for 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes, just this. If I managed to do that without blinking, that would possibly get views. No one really discusses the other stuff, and I say this because when I tried to start my YouTube channel, I binge watched like 30 of those videos and left there being like, okay, I learned a whole lot of nothing whilst watching a whole lot of what? Like, how do you film? How do you light? How do you edit? Especially on a budget, because a lot of people don't have thousands of dollars to just be investing on a whim into a YouTube channel. How do you brainstorm? How do you plan out your hero, hub, and hygiene content? How do you develop passive income? What community or communities is your content going to be falling into? And because of this, who should you be networking with? Whose brains should you be picking as to how to run this specific channel, and how to develop an audience with this specific channel, and how to develop a community with this specific channel? How to build a community with your audience, and especially with that one, in my personal opinion, because we as creators are more than just our videos. So if we are more than just our videos, our subscribers, our followers, our audience are more than just views, are more than just a number, are more than just dollars. Like, if we're more than one, then they're more than the other. Like, the two go hand in hand. Building a community with your audience, I think, is so underrated with so many different creators, and is definitely something that I've been extremely passionate about in the past, and I still am, but over the last few months to a year, a lot of my OG subscribers will have seen the difference in this. I have had to take a step back from how I used to run things mentally and emotionally, just because I've had some spicy I've had a few spicy things happen over the last year. That's definitely something that I'm not pleased with, and I'm not happy that I've done this, and that I unfortunately got myself to a point where I had to take a mental and emotional step back, but I am working really, really hard to get myself to where I was again. It's just taking a little bit of time, because sometimes you don't see how fast the decline is until you've already hit the bottom. So to every single one of you, I'm so sorry that I have taken a step back, even if you didn't realize that that's what I did or not. I did do that. I will be completely honest. I did do that, and I'm so sorry that I have, because I'm more than my videos, and you are more than views. You are more than just a dollar sign. You are more than just a number to me. You are a fully conceptualized person, and you should be treated as such. So I promise I'm working on getting myself to a better spot. Thank you so much for being patient with me, and I'm sorry that I had to do that, but in doing that, it means that I've definitely been posting a lot more regularly, which, like, that's gotta take the good with the bad. Either way, back to what we were talking about. So many YouTube masterclasses, and I've watched so many of them over the years trying to grasp how to run a YouTube channel. So many of them say the same information, for one, but a lot of them say the what but not the how. Make an eye-catching thumbnail. Dope. Thanks so much for that nugget of wisdom. But how do I do that? What programs do I use? How do I use those programs? How do I even begin trying to find what program suits my needs? So the same way where I as a creator is more than just my videos and you as my audience is more than just a number, YouTube and how to run a YouTube channel is more than what a masterclass can offer. Of course, over the years I've had quite a few requests for a how to start a YouTube channel video, so if y'all are somehow interested in what I have to say when it comes to starting a YouTube channel, please let me know down in the comments, but also let me know any specific questions that you have, because I will try my hardest to answer them from my personal perspective. And if I can't figure out a decent answer for them, I know a great community of Australian YouTubers, and I'm sure if I can't answer the question, one of them will be able to do it. One question that I can easily answer is, what program do I use for editing videos? DaVinci Resolve, hands down. There is a free version available, and I would say that that free version far surpasses any other free version of video editing software on the market. But also, I would say that the free version of DaVinci Resolve beats things that you have to pay for. I used to use Adobe Premiere at one point. Hated it. Love this. If you're used to a specific editing program already, of course, like anything when you're learning a new system, it'll take a bit of getting used to, but the tutorials online for DaVinci Resolve are so helpful. You can become a whiz at this thing in like an hour of just scrolling through YouTube how to use DaVinci Resolve. So for TikTok, you can develop an audience, you can film content quite easily, you can grab people's attention quite easily too, because all of the filming, editing, trends and sounds are built into the app, and you have that beautiful For You page. Whereas everything I listed before is a basic look at all of the things to consider and work on for YouTube. I want to make it clear that this video isn't me saying don't bother. This isn't me saying that you are doomed if you want to try and start a YouTube channel in general, or you want to jump over to YouTube if you are a TikToker. This is just me highlighting a very simple concept that so many people overlook, and that is, don't view YouTube as TikTok, because it isn't. It's a different platform. It works differently. Just be prepared, do your research so that you don't fall into the easy potholes that so many people inevitably fall into because they weren't prepared and they didn't do their research. Hi. And if you know anyone who has a YouTube channel or has jumped from another platform to YouTube, talk to them, pick their brain, ask them questions, learn from their mistakes. They can't tell you what to make, but they can possibly help you figure out how to make it. Of course, there are other platforms to consider when it comes to someone jumping from TikTok to a monetized platform, Twitch being the one off the top of my head, but I don't know anything about Twitch. I know nothing but TikTok and YouTube, so I can only talk from that perspective. But I am very confident in saying that running a TikTok channel is very different to running a Twitch channel. With all of this in mind, why would someone jump from TikTok? Why would someone risk starting all over again from basically nothing on a monetized platform with absolutely no idea where to start? None of this is to say that a TikToker can't and won't jump to a different platform, specifically a monetized platform, specifically YouTube for this conversation. And this isn't to say that they can't or won't be successful. This is just to say that there is so much more to the conversation than just, oh, TikTok isn't working out the way that you want it to work out, just jump over to YouTube. It'll be fine. It'll be peachy. It'll be great. Because that just isn't the truth. Social media, for all conversations, is an incredible risk for anyone adventuring into it, trying to make it their job, their life, their passion. What I've simply tried to do with this video is just outline that the conversation isn't as simple as jump ship from TikTok to YouTube, because there is an incredible amount of risk in that. And at this point in time, I don't think that there is enough forcing the hands of creators to make this jump in a way where it would tank TikTok. And I don't think that there will be anything forcing creators' hands for quite some time, because right now the risks far outweigh the benefits, and if TikTok starts listening to its creators and adapting the way it has in the past, then they will be able to survive for quite a lot longer. Which is why I think that TikTok is fine from losing all of its creators that help drive its business, because right now it may be harder in a lot of countries, but you are still able to make a financial profit off of TikTok where TikTok is available. Ultimately, there is a conversation that's happening, and it's starting to get quite serious, with a lot of TikTok creators becoming increasingly frustrated and discouraged with their platform on TikTok, especially with this imbalance of how much they are being financially compensated for all of the profits they are giving to TikTok. I don't think it'll cause TikTok to fall to the same fate as Vine, because they have shown a history of an ability to adapt, which is crucial for social media, but it's getting to the point where decisions have to be made, because as one person is brave enough to speak up, more follow. But also, as I've highlighted throughout this video, the juice isn't necessarily worth the squeeze when it comes to jumping platform, jumping to YouTube, because there are so many more steps when it comes to creating content, but also there's so many more steps when it comes to just running a YouTube channel in comparison to TikTok. I wish that I could say more when it comes to Twitch, but I just don't know the platform. And even if you were to be successful on these platforms and learn everything that you had to learn, there is still quite a time before you start seeing any profits from these platforms, because on YouTube you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, but you also have to have at least 4,000 watch hours. Minutes. It's not easy. And because of this, creators will still create because that's what they love to do. They love to create, but they will create on the platform that they already have, the platform that they feel secure on, being TikTok. And with all of that said, that is everything. That is all of my thoughts and opinions in one messy, sweaty video. Australian summer and makeup content do not mix. I am getting a cute little sweat mo. Oh my gosh. I have a cute little aircon there, but I can't be running that as I'm filming. Otherwise, all you're going to hear on the microphone is objectively, there's an imbalance. No matter how many positive experiences I've had with TikTok, objectively, there's an imbalance because TikTok profits, creators don't. Doesn't really seem fair, but whatever. So I really hope that decisions start to be made. I would absolutely love to see creators working with TikTok to make a better system. I would love to see TikTok inviting some good creators together and just powering it out and coming up with some solutions that fit everyone's needs. That's what I want to see because I love TikTok. I think it's a great platform and I love seeing all of the creativity that comes out of it. And also on a bad day, I've essentially turned my For You page into r/eyebleach because I love cute animals. It doesn't really help when trying to do the makeup trends because none of them pop up on my For You page anymore, but I don't care. I get to see fluffy dogs, fluffy kitties, chickens that run, ducks that run. It's a great time. But I wanted to make this video because I originally went viral on TikTok. I got my platform on TikTok and I've made the transition to YouTube, and at the moment I'm trying to balance both YouTube and TikTok, but more effort goes here because I really like the long films. Your girl's a chatty Cathy. But I thought that it would just be nice to sit down, do my makeup with you guys, and just essentially word vomit all of my thoughts and opinions when it comes to the conversation in general, but also the complexities of jumping from TikTok to YouTube as someone who has done it. And sitting here right now, I would say that I've done it quite successfully. I'm pretty happy with where I am in my online career. Of course, if you don't agree with that, please let me know down in the comments, but also just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions when it comes to this video, when it comes to this conversation, when it comes to TikTokers and jumping across and all of that kind of fun stuff, because your girl, hi, hello, I like learning. I have a sponge brain, I have a Swiss cheese brain, and I want to fill all of the holes with all of the pieces of knowledge of the world. And the best ways that I can do that is learning from you guys, learning your perspectives, learning your thoughts, ideas, and opinions. I'm sorry, I am absolutely dying from this heat right now. My aircon in the corner over there is telling me that it's 30 degrees in this room Celsius, so I'm surprised that this hasn't melted off my face right now. But while you're letting me know all of your thoughts and opinions, also let me know what you want me to talk about. If you want that YouTube masterclass video that I can try and put together for you guys, but whatever you want. If you have another butterfly effect video idea, if you just want my opinions and thoughts on whatever you want. I'm so sorry. I am absolutely dying. It's so hot. What the fuck? I know as an Aussie, I should be used to this kind of heat. I've lived through like 25 of them by now, but every year it's like, did it get hotter? There's a climate change joke somewhere in there. But of course, as always, as you're letting me know all of that, please also let me know what you think of my face. I've had so many requests to do a cow print look, and I thought that I'd wear cow on my cow hat so I could do a cow print look, but I thought that I'd do it different where the spots are white and everything else is colorful, and I absolutely love this. My eyeliner on my left eye decided not to behave because there was a cute little sweat bead as I was doing it, but it's fine. She still looks gorge. This, if it wasn't for the sweating, immaculate. Amazing, an absolute masterpiece. Even with the sweat, I look cute. I am breathtaking. Like, just absolutely fight me right now. I know that I say that every video, but fight me right now. You wouldn't dare because I am immaculate. I would destroy you. I'm sorry, I would destroy you because my face right now, gorgeous, even with all of the sweat. But thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you made it to this point of the video, because according to my microphone footage, you'll love when I say this, I have 3 hours and 27 minutes. This is a quick video. I've had to do like 14-hour edits before. This is fabulous. I love this. I'm gonna smash this out like tonight. Filming and editing in one day, fight me. I am on top of the world. 3.5 hours on the footage. Oh my God, I'm getting better at this. This outro is an absolute mess. I'm so sorry. Before I film next time, I'm gonna have a big 7-Eleven slushie just so that I've got some ice. I've got some cold around me. But thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you made it to here, because I know that my content, ooh, she is a hefty watch. She is a lengthy watch, and every single moment of yours is precious, and I'm just so appreciative that you have donated some of your precious time to me. So with all of that said, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month, fantastic year, and I hope that you are doing as fantastic as always. Bye everyone! Woo! This is just so much better.